discover, hear, listen, and follow your intuition and take that leap of faith. Hey there, Cancer. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Well, let's see what's going on. For this month, this is your monthly. And for this month, I'm using new Oracle cards. It's from the same, creator. And that would be James von Praagh. But these are more love messages. And I thought, going into this month, and probably for every month, I'm going to switch up the Oracle cards. So set the tone for today's read. Let's get an Oracle card for the cachet of Cancer's evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Ooh, I love that for you, Cancer. Let's get to the tarot and get more messages about your evolution. 3 shuffles with our main deck here. We'll lay out our 10-card spread for the cachet of Cancers. What is this evolution? What evolution is Cancer going through? What lessons have they learned on their path to love? Let's take a look. Right there. I'm going to take this one first. Look at that. The Fool, first card out. Taking a leap of faith on yourself, believing in yourself. As well, it's a surrender, having faith that everything is for a reason, that all obstacles you can get through because you'll learn a lesson at the end. Ooh, that could be the evolution. What crosses you, Cancer, is, I call this night the creative night. For some, it could be the romantic night, but it's definitely creativity that you are taking a leap of faith on. For some of you with this Hierophant, this is a relationship. But when it's in the higher self position, I really get spiritual practice, and I'm hearing a new education. Again, there's going to be, moving forward, a lot of, I don't want to say zealots, but a lot of really interesting interpretations, spin, narratives in the religious, because this is in the traditional tarot, the Pope. So religion could be something that is, for some of you Cancers, your higher self is saying, just be aware of what's being put out there. Go deep within and trust in what you know, Cancer. Access the wisdom within your soul. And that's spiritual practice. Your focus on foundation. Ah, yes indeed, Cancer. Seeing through the illusions, as I just mentioned with the religious narrative, the spiritual narrative here in the tarot world. What it is that you are what it is that you are looking for is within, Cancer. Just know that it's within. And seeing, and I'm also hearing, seeing through the illusions that you have adopted from education, from your family, from the narrative. I'm going to call the negative narrative because it's really being pumped out in all aspects of media, whether it be legacy, social, whatever. There is a negative narrative trying to keep you confused as a collective, like all of us, not just you, Cancer, but all of you, all of us in the past. Yes, and it's keeping you, and this being a Cancer read, keeping you in that emotional state of disappointment, loss. It could be over the littlest of things, but it then sort of spreads into everything with this Five of Cups. But this was in the past. You seeing through the confusion is your focus on foundation, and moving forward. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. High Priestess, listening to your intuition, knowing the voice of your intuition versus the voice of your ego. Beautiful. I'm going to leave that there. How you see yourself. Five of Swords. This is battling the mind and the emotions, and of course what you think about you bring about. So this is determination to see through the illusions. Beautiful. And there other people see you as the Empress. This is beautiful, high level energy of love. Cancer is the mother energy, the nurturing energy. The fourth house is I nurture, right? In your natal chart. What is in your fourth house? That's Cancer's house of I nurture. And it looks like you're nurturing yourself, Cancer. Hope and fear. This is definitely a hope that a cycle has come to an end and a brand new beginning. And for some of you, you could be moving around the world, someplace completely different from where you've always been. And you're taking a leap of faith. Ooh, I'm loving it. And another 5. So Cancer, you're going through some 5s. You're going through 5s. And that's the evolution card. You realize that the obstacles, and 5s are changes, which could be perceived as obstacles, but changes, are merely lessons on your path to love. So, that which you might not see, Cancer, and underneath the deck, look at that, the Sun. Happiest card in the deck. You might not even see that everything's good. And it's because you're going through these 5s, and that's fine. The one thing in life is that it's always changing. So these 5s will move into the 6s. Look at that, out of 2 decks. First card out, you're listening to your intuition. You got the High Priestess twice, Cancer. You got the High Priestess out of both decks. Look at that. So you do know the voice of your intuition, and you're listening to it to take that leap of faith and trust in your, I'm going to say, your ability, your skills, in your knowledge, your deep knowledge. And there it is. I'm already seeing it. Look. And there's that 7 of Swords. You're of 2 minds. There's that ego and intuition. I'm going to put it right in between. You know what? Now, they're telling me to put that when you were in that emotional space of the 5 of Cups, maybe that everything sucks. Do you see how this was your truth back in the recent past? And then you're of 2 minds. And moving forward, you are listening to your intuition. You are learning the voice of your intuition. Hierophant. 3 of Cups. Finding a soul. This is friendships, a friendship group. And this is finding soulmates. Finding those beautiful friendship groups that you might start spiritual practice with them. You might start doing activities that are fun and keeping everything light and loving. Instead of that serious, oh, you have to meditate like this, and no, there's so many different ways to meditate, and it's for you to find by listening to your intuition. I almost called you Taurus. Interesting. Cancer. This is Taurus's card, so that doesn't surprise me. So get into that grounding energy of Taurus, of finding a spiritual practice that works for you. You don't work for the spiritual practice or the guru or the whatever, the method. You find something that works for you, that you connect with. And the Lovers. Gemini energy. This is really seeing, both sides. You know what? You listen to your intuition. I'm seeing it now. You're going to listen to your intuition to find those friendships, find that friendship group, that soul tribe. Okay. And it could be through spiritual practice for some of you. Great. And this Lover's card right above the 7 of Swords really speaks to me of 2 minds. You could be discovering your masculine and feminine voices, energies. You could be making a choice as to which direction to go. That old direction of the past of being emotionally disappointed, or listening to your intuition and moving forward. Ooh, making that choice. The Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. What are you, and I see this particular Four of Pentacles as what are you creating? What opportunities are you holding on to and creating? You are looking forward into that determination. See how the colors are the same? The vibes don't matter to Cancer. You are moving through them. You're listening to that intuition. You're taking that leap of faith. What hinders you or helps you is that Knight of Cups. That's your creativity. You're seeing and making choices based on what it is that you can create, whatever that means to you. And then with this Queen of Wands, this is cardinal fire, which is Aries energy. And Aries is taking you forward, is giving you that confidence to get through the fives, as we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands, and using your magic to do so, discovering that magic within you. And that magic could easily be as simple as seeing patterns. And you take a look at the stock market, it's all patterns, right? Seeing the creativity in others, and then you start investing in young, whether it be artists, musicians, young, I'm going to say coders and designers, whether it be of apps, of software, new, innovative. Five of Cups. Or you could be that industry innovator, right, Cancer? Five of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, taking stock. I'm going to put the sevens together right beside that Seven of Swords, and you're taking stock. What stays and what goes, what comes with me and what do I leave behind that was disappointing. And the Knight of Swords and taking that action. Absolutely. The Knight of Swords really is taking a look at what he needs to cut out, and this is removing yourself from your emotional realm into the mind realm, and really taking a look at what is worth my time, my effort, and what I'm going to continue to invest in. Okay, High Priestess. Moving forward, Cancer, with the High Priestess, look at that. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the contract queen, the communication queen. She is the one that can communicate effectively what it is their intuition is guiding her to say, do, and invest in. And it could be, for some of you, a move, a new home, or doing your work from home for some of you. This is a safe place. This is where you are cutting out those, you might even say, you're not welcome in my home for some of you, right? If the Seven of Swords has been others trying to confuse you emotionally, you're getting into that. It's very Libra. Again, we've got cardinal energy with these queens. It's very Libra. And I do have to say, astrologically, now I am not an astrologer, but there's something to be said about the North and South nodes, which are in both Aries, and the South is in Libra, the North node is in Aries. So for you astrologers out there, or budding astrologers, or I'm just learning, right? I'm a novice and I'm fascinated by it. This could speak to you as far as your astrology. Okay. Win or lose. This is how you see yourself. Determined to make that move. And there you are, Cancer. You are determined to move forward. Look at that. And take that leap of faith. We got the Fool twice. We get the High Priestess twice. So with that, I see that you're making a choice with that Lover's card to really get into spiritual practice, discover, hear, listen, and follow your intuition and take that leap of faith, regardless of where it brings you. If it brings you into a disappointment, if it brings you into a loss instead of a win, if it brings you into conflict, Cancer doesn't care, because Cancer is listening to their intuition. I'm loving this. And other people see you doing this and see you as the Empress. Look at that. Male and female does not matter. And here's the Devil. Now listen. Here's the devil. When you are ready to listen to your intuition, which is tapped into your higher self, which is tapped into God, that's when the devil comes knocking. The devil doesn't bother with those that are following his path. He wants everyone to follow his path. He does. So he's going to pay a visit to those that are taking the path of light. He's going to take those who have balanced both light and dark, that have acknowledged both him and God, and has chosen with the lovers, God has chosen light. It's right there with the Hierophant, isn't it? Wow, and the magician. The magician and the devil together. Interesting, eh? What's in the middle? The Empress. For some of you, this is you manifesting a different way, a different perception, not that of fear of the devil, but that of trust, surrender, and love of God, and you're manifesting it. And with that, all of your manifestations, when you walk the path of God, you're protected. You're protected from all of the temptations of the devil. Let's just put it that way. And you're moving into a brand new world. The world is clarified by the strength to know the devil, to see the devil, and not to walk the path of the devil. To walk the path of Cancer. To trust in their intuition and take that leap of faith on who they are. Win or lose, Cancer's going the way of light, acknowledging their shadow self. This is beautiful, Cancer. Look at that. And there's, you know what? You're having the strength. Okay, I see it. Because we got the Five of Wands right here. The Five of Wands is doubt. The Five of Wands is the opinions of others. The Five of Wands is this conflict, this trying to get you to stop doing, going, making the decisions that, for some of you, you've already made. You've already bought yourself a new home, you're moving, you're packing, you're making that move. And there are those around you, it could be family, friends, co-workers, or bosses, even neighbors, trying to put doubt into your mind, trying to cause conflict so that you might change your mind. But you've made up your mind with the Lover's card, with the choice. Interesting. And the Five of Wands, last card out. Look at that. When you listen to your higher self, this is where the stars, and it could be, again, I mentioned astrology down here with the two queens, the Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy, and the Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy. The queens for me are the cardinals, and that's where the North and South Node is. So get your chart done if you haven't. Like for some of you that really have, I was novice until just a couple of years ago. I had no idea. And then when you start looking back, you're like, wow, I made a major decision about getting married during my Saturn return. Okay, what does that mean? Like, again, that's just... And a lot of you who watch the tarot channels, the readers, you know. You're kind of like astrologers just teaching yourself, kind of like those musicians that teach themselves how to play their instrument. You're teaching yourself about the stars, listening to your higher intuition, your higher self, your intuition. And that's what's going to bring you out of conflict and into this wish fulfillment, which is the star card. Also Aquarius. Yeah, and the wheel is turning in your favor. For some of you, because of this World card and the wheel being here, again, conflict right in between. It's almost like there's conflict in between you moving on and the wheel turning, in between you and another Five of Wands out of both decks, in between the star and the wheel. The wheel is trying to turn you out of all of this conflict. And I think with this decision you've already made, you are moving into a new direction. You are taking the path that has not really been traveled by many because it's too hard. Spiritually, it's too hard. Financially, it's too hard with all the amount of work I have to put in, whether you're at school, you're in secondary school, whether you're getting out and trying to find a job. You might learn that when you're out there, for you young Cancers, I am putting in too much work and effort for nothing. I'm going to do this on my own. Good for you. Good for you. You're not going to, when the whole generation starts saying, no, you're not paying me enough, no, these work conditions are toxic. No, I can do this on my own. I'm going to be my own entrepreneur. I'm going to make my own choices. I'm going to start my own business. Very Taurus, right? Entrepreneur. And this is where you get to be the star of your own show. Oh, Cancer. And it's bringing you happiness right here. And what's clarifying? The happiness that you may or may not see, Cancer, is the Two of Pentacles. You're juggling a lot of things and making it look good. That's what the juggler does. Have you ever tried to juggle anything, whether it be balls, whether it be pylons, whether it be sticks, axes, fire, whatever, anything? Try to juggle. Just, there's your homework, Cancer. Try and juggle. It's difficult to keep all those balls, all those sticks, all those pylons in the air, isn't it? And yet, trying to juggle all these things is making you happy. Why? Because you're your own boss. I really feel that you're starting your own. And I said down here with the Queen of Wands, you Cancers out there, especially the young ones of the new gen. I have one. You are the industry innovators. You're going to innovate new industries and change the ones that are already established, that are coming to an end with the Wand card, and are fighting to the tooth and nail. No, we don't want things to change. Guess what? Cancer? Cancer's going to change it, whether you like it or not. All right. And that's what I see for you. So let's get some angel numbers on this. I see 195, Cancer. 195. 195. For the cachet of Cancers. Your gifts require your attention. You are giving them attention with the High Priestess twice and the Fool twice. The Hierophant up there in the higher self position. You are. I see it. Your gifts require your attention if they are to develop. Take time to dive deep within and study yourself and the gifts you have. That's the Hierophant right there. And find others with the Three of Cups. A soul group. Yes. Friendships that are on a soul level. Absolutely. Beautiful. I see 507. Let's do 507. 507 right there. You are being guided to make room for miracles that you create. Absolutely. Miracles manifest. We have the Magician right here. When you're clear, when you clear the way for them. And that's what you're doing. I'm feeling with these Five of Wands. You're clearing out all that does not serve you. That's what the Knight and the Queen is doing, and following your intuition. Beautiful. I see 253. Last one, Cancer. 253. 253 to wrap it up. Sometimes the greatest abundance is found in the recovering of lost parts of yourself. Welcome yourself home, Cancer. Home to your intuition right there with the Four of Wands. And that's what I see for you, Cancer. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care. From your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.